Hello everyone, I am Varun Gupta and you are watching Natural English. This is Verbal Everyday Capsule number 28, your sure short companion for words, phrases, clauses, collocations, constructions, expressions and a natural English. The first sentence today, it's really quite enlightening. Who would have guessed that your taciturn mother would be the only one who could bring her out of her shell and talk her into discussing her personal problems? Enlightening. Enlightening is made up of light, giving greater knowledge and understanding about a subject or situation. When you suddenly get light about a subject, then you are enlightened. It is enlightening. It was enlightening to listen to him. Wisdom is worth more than gold in enlightening and improving the human race. Wisdom. Wisdom is different from knowledge. Wisdom comes with understanding. Wisdom comes with experience. Wisdom allows you, teaches you how to take right decision. It is worth more than gold. Wisdom is even greater than gold. In what perspective? In enlightening and improving the human race. All of us belong to human race, the human people. So we human, we got enlightenment and we got improvement because of wisdom. So wisdom has enlightened us, improved us much more than gold. Also, listening to people's conversations can be very enlightening and suggestive of ideas. If you listen to the conversation of people, it can be very enlightening. It can suggest you beautiful ideas. New ideas come when you listen to conversation of people. So listen them keenly, observe them, and you can have knowledge and understanding about subjects and situations. Who would have guessed that? A very interesting phrase or opening of a sentence. Who would have guessed that? It means nobody was able to think or foresee. Please understand, it looks to be a question. It's basically a negation. Nobody was able to think or foresee or make such a guess. Who would have guessed that he would grow up as director of the firm? It basically means nobody was able to think or foresee that one day he will become the director of the firm. Nobody was able to think it. Who would have guessed that such a criminal lived inside this pious mansion? Pious mansion, pure house, spiritual house, religious house, peaceful house. So nobody was able to think that such a criminal lived inside this pure looking house. The house was pure outside, but inside there was a criminal, and it was not something that anybody would have been able to think or foresee. Taciturn. Taciturn is an adjective. It means somebody who does not talk a lot and seems unfriendly. Somebody who just replies in one or two words, does not speak a lot. Why do the aged tend to be taciturn? The aged, the grown-ups, people who are having big age, tend to be. Why do they appear to be, or why do they have a tendency to be like taciturn? So the question says that aged, the senior people, senior citizens, why do they not talk? A taciturn man, he replied to my questions in monosyllables. A taciturn man, now this is description about he. As he was a taciturn man, he replied to my questions in monosyllables. Yes, no, right. Only small words which are having only one syllable. He replied to all my questions in monosyllables. That means he was not talking a lot and he was basically unfriendly. The only one is very simple. Unlike everybody else, unique, alone in a category. When you are the only one in a category, you are alone in a category, you are not like others, then you are the only one. He is the only one who knows Russian. So over here, he is the only one who knows Russian. Nobody else knows Russian. He is unique in the manner that he knows Russian. He is alone in the category of people who know Russian. I was the only one who disagreed. It means everybody else agreed. I was alone who disagreed. I was not like others who agreed. I was alone in the category of people who disagreed. Bring her out of her shell. When we bring somebody out of his or her shell, we make someone open and friendly. Changing schools has really brought her out of her shell. Changing schools, when you change schools, initially it's a big shock. But then you learn the art of making new friends. You learn the art of becoming open and friendly. So initially she was in her shell. She was only in her own persona. She was not very much open and friendly. But when she had to change many schools, she definitely became open and friendly. The trip to the Mahakal temple brought her out of her depression. Depression when you are continuously thinking negative. Now if you have been to Mahakal temple, you must have felt that Mahakal temple at Ujjain gives you a lot of positive vibrations and you suddenly start feeling positive and great. You feel promising, you feel optimistic. So when you go to Mahakal temple, it brings you out of your depression. You are not having any negative ideas, you suddenly become positive and confident. Talk her into discussing. When we talk someone into discussing, we make someone discuss. We make someone speak up. Then we have talked her into discussing. She tried to talk him into adopting her plan. Now she had a plan, her plan. Adopt means follow, accept. So she tried to talk him into adopting her plan. She tried to talk with him so that he may adopt her plan. Convince. He is against the idea. He does not support the idea. But I think I can talk him into it. But I think I can convince him. I can talk him and I can make him agree to it. The complete sentence, dear friends, it's really quite enlightening. It is really something that gives us knowledge and wisdom about something. Who would have guessed that your Taciturn mother would be the only one? Nobody was able to see that your mother, who speaks so less, would be the only one, the alone. Who could bring her out of her shell? Mother, if mother is taciturn, if she does not talk a lot, then we may not assume that she can bring her out of her shell, she can make her open and friendly. But your mother was capable to do that. And talk her into discussing her personal problems. And not only your mother brought her out of her shell, she even made her talk about her personal problems. She very openly was talking about her personal problems. So this was something wonderful that your taciturn mother, your mother who does not speak a lot, was able to do. So it was enlightening. It has been something that was not known to me earlier. The second sentence, dear friends, we thought that our relationship had a lot going for it. But unfortunately, it has recently dawned on us that we bring out the worst in each other and that we are just clutching at straws trying to keep up appearances. Had a lot going for it. When you have a lot going for, it basically means to have many favorable, beneficial or advantageous qualities. You have many qualities which are favorable, beneficial, advantageous, positive things. You have a lot going for you. That means a lot of good things are happening in your persona. Stop being so depressed. Don't become so depressed. Don't be so negative. Think positive. You have a lot going for you. You have so many qualities. You are young, intelligent, attractive. You have a lot going for you. You are young, age is with you. You are intelligent, your mind works very fast. You are attractive, your persona attracts people, so you have a lot of positive qualities. So the speaker is discussing and listing positive qualities. Bring out the worst or bring out the best. to bring somebody to his or her best or worst behavior or performance. If you bring out the best of somebody, you make somebody at her best or best behavior or performance. Pressure can bring out the worst in people. When people face pressure, when they are under pressure of something, then they can definitely have their worst behavior or performance. So pressure can bring out the worst of people. A good motivator has the ability to bring out the best in others. But if you are a good motivator, you can talk to the people, you can motivate them so that their best behavior or performance comes out. You can bring out the best in others if you are a good motivator. Keep up appearances. When you keep up appearances, you maintain an impression of wealth or well-being. You make an impression that all is well, everything is okay, while it is not. He was badly off, he was having a very bad financial condition, but he managed to keep up appearance. But he was able to maintain an impression of wealth or well-being. We all have to keep up appearances while we wait for the tide to turn. Tide, when time is bad, then tide is low tides. We are waiting for the tide to turn. We are waiting for good times to come. So when we are waiting for good times to come, we all try to keep up appearances. We try to maintain an impression of wealth or well-being around us. Dawned on. To dawn on somebody means to begin to be understood or realized by somebody for the first time. To begin to be understood or realized by somebody for the first time, then it has dawned on somebody. It suddenly dawned on us that we were lost. We were in some unknown place and it suddenly began to be understood by us that we have been lost. We don't know how to come out of it. The awful truth about his disappearance finally dawned on her. Finally, it came to her knowledge that he has disappeared. And this has been a very awful truth, very dangerous, very frightening truth. But this truth finally was realized by her that he has disappeared, he may not come back. Clutching at straws, we have done earlier in some capsule. It basically means to be in such a desperate situation as to resort to even the most unlikely means of salvation. Resort to, follow, try to do. Salvation, coming out of a problem. Desperate, when we have lost all hope. When we are in a very bad situation, when we follow, when we try, then we try even the most unlikely means of salvation. Something is not likely, but we try that also. Then we are clutching at straws. He tried to clutch at straws by offering to compensate, but in vain. There might have been some road accident. He tried to clutch at straws by offering to compensate. I will compensate your loss, but in vain. But it was not fruitful. He could not have any benefit because of this offer. Never lose heart, never lose confidence. Keep on clutching at straws. Keep on trying. You never know when a miracle can happen. Miracles do happen and you can never tell them in advance that they are going to happen, and therefore you must keep on trying and trying. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The complete sentence, dear friends. We thought that our relationship had a lot going for it. We thought, it was our opinion that our relationship has got many positives. But unfortunately, it was so unfortunate, it has recently dawned on us. Suddenly, we both have realized that we bring out the worst in each other. We both make each other the worst possible performers or behavior people. And that we are just clutching at straws, trying to keep up appearances. And we are just trying in vain so that we can maintain the impression of wealth or well-being or good relations, but the fact is that we can't live together. So this is a relation that people develop just before breakup. Thank you, dear friends. Keep on watching, keep on making notes, keep on growing in life, and keep on sending your comments and suggestions. Thank you. All the best. Enjoy. Have a nice time.